Good morning, everyone. I wanted to do a quick plant tour today because this is my favorite time of the day when I wake up and the sun's shining through the windows and I see all of my beautiful plants. And I just wanted to show you guys them. So starting off over here on my desk, I have this little pothos cutting that's in water, and this container is an ice wine bottle from my trip to Canada like 3 years ago. I really like this glass. It's super thick and I feel like it holds this plant really well in this little section of my messy desk. I got this for free at a plant swap event back in February, and that kind of spurred my hobby with plants. So yeah, this was free and it's been doing really well here. As you can see, it has more yellow leaves coming out now, and that's because it's been getting more sunlight, even though it's kind of far away from the window. But I guess, you know, summertime, more sunlight, so it's been getting more yellow leaves, which is cool. But I do like the darker green color. But yeah, I just like the nice pop of plant over here on my desk. And then up here, let me move back, I have these two hanging plants. I borrowed, sorry. I borrowed these two hangers from my landlord, and I got these two pots from Andrew. I saw them in his garage and I convinced him to give them to me. I think they're so cute with the little scalloped edges and the white line detail on them. I think it's so cute. So in these pots, I forgot what name this is. I think it's I don't know. But I got it at the plant store. It was a local plant store. I just like how the leaves look, and I just needed a hanging plant. I like the little tiny leaves. It sheds a lot, which I don't really like, but yeah, it's gotten really bushy, which I like. Probably because of all the light from the window. So that's good. It's been doing really well there. And then in this pot, I planted these random seeds from the Home Depot. I don't even remember what they were, but I think it's an outdoor flower. So it's not really meant for indoors. I think that's why it hasn't flowered yet. It's been a really long time. But it has these really big heart-shaped leaves, which is cool, and it grows like crazy, as you can tell. It like climbed all the way up there, and there's nowhere else for it to go really, but I'm probably gonna remove this and replace it with something else. But for now, it looks really nice on this hanging wall because it's so bushy and just climbs up. But it's not really meant to be an indoor plant, so I think I'm gonna have to get rid of it. And then on this windowsill, we have these guys. Over here I have my little cilantro plant. It doesn't really, I don't know, it's kind of hard to grow cilantro, and it doesn't really smell like cilantro yet, but hopefully it grows well here. I don't know, it's kind of fickle. And then here I have my Monstera Deliciosa. This is like the typical Instagram plant that everyone loves. I also got this at the plant store, the same one as this guy over here. And it's been doing really well. It grows so fast. Like, look at all those. Look at that. It's like, I think it's 3 plants in one pot. And I think I already have to repot it, but I'm just gonna let it grow like crazy in this pot for now because it's already such a big pot. I don't even know where I'm gonna move this if it gets bigger, but you can see when I got it, it had no split leaves. It just had like these regular leaves, and I was worried that it wouldn't have any split leaves. But look at all the split leaves now. It's so pretty. And then there's 2 new ones that just came out. Look how pretty that one is. This one's like really, truly split, right? And then over here, there's another big one. Oh my gosh, it's just getting huge. And they're called monsteras because they literally get monster big. Like they grow like monsters, so I can't wait. Then down here I made this little terrarium. I originally got these succulents at a succulent workshop, so that's really where it all began. It began at this succulent workshop that I stumbled upon, and then the people at the workshop told me about the plant swap event, and I went there and I got all these cuttings, and then it just really grew from there. But yeah, these are the original succulents I got from the succulent workshop. I was really afraid that they would die because succulents are actually kind of hard to take care of. They need a lot of sunlight and people usually overwater them. That's what has happened to me initially. Like when I first got succulents, we just kept watering so much that they died. So I just water them once a week, and I replaced them in this globe. I think this is a fishbowl, but it's kind of crowded in there, but I tried my best. But they're all doing really well in here. Like they're all very firm, like they're not squashy leaves. So they're loving the sun that they're getting. And yeah, this one I really like. It's like rabbit ears, I think it's called, and it's super soft. That's why I like touching it. This one I got for free at the plant swap, and it was super long and crazy. But all you gotta do is cut them and then just put them back in the soil and they should be fine. This little guy grows like crazy. I just cut him because he was like literally like this tall. So I'm like, no, you need to stop that. And I cut him and I put him back down there. This is like your typical succulent. And yeah, I'm gonna give this to my mom because she saw these at like Costco. And I'm like, you don't need to buy one. I can just make one and give it to you. And these two little pots actually have some weed seeds growing in here. I had two that were already sprouted, but I left for the weekend to visit my friend Andrew, and I came back and they got fried in the sun. So I'm trying it again. Don't know if they will sprout, don't know if they will grow, and don't know if I can actually harvest them, but it's just a fun task, a new challenge. I'm not necessarily keen on growing it to smoke it, just growing it for fun since my friend Will sent me those seeds. So let's see where that goes. Then over here is a plant I took from my mother. Look, they are flowering, hopefully. I mean, it's been a while since I've had this in my room, and since it's been flowering, but the flowers actually haven't come out, so I don't know how long it's gonna take. But when it was at my mom's, it was really small, but it grew like freaking crazy here. Like the leaves are so big. And I love this little pot that I got from my mom's too. It's like this Asian pot. I think it's super pretty. And yeah, I can't wait for this to flower. The leaves are also super nice and soft, like velvety. So I really like that too. So soft. And then over here, I have this, I think it's called a parlor palm. Yeah, it looks like a little palm tree. And it's been growing like crazy. Like this just sprouted out this week. And you can see new growth here. And also down there. But yeah, it's gotten pretty big. And I have it on this little like pedestal thing, just so there's more room for the leaves and it looks cool. So yeah, that's this windowsill. And then moving on to this corner. Well, I just hung this pothos up. So this I got from my mother's house, and I just bought that hanging macrame holder thing so I could, you know, dangle the leaves across the windowsill. Yeah, I really wanted it because she had it for so long. She said she had it for like 10 years, and the leaves gotten so freaking long. Like, look how long this is. This will literally take me forever to grow out. So I'm like, no, give it to me so I can have it dangle on my windowsill. It's in pretty bad condition because it didn't really get much light in our house. But I think, well, it's growing new leaves, so I think the new ones will be a lot nicer. You can see that the old ones, they just look dead. They don't look so healthy. But the new growth is coming in well, so I'm excited for that. And I just like how it looks trailing down. And then we have, this is a plant that's doing so well. It's called a chartreuse plant, and I got this from Andrew's housemate, Sydney. I literally fell in love with this plant when at their house, and I asked her for a cutting, and she gave me 4 cuttings. 3 of them did not make it, but luckily this one did, and it's doing so freaking well. Like, it's thriving. It was literally like this big when she gave it to me. But I'm just so glad it's doing so well, and I can't wait to see how she grows up. And then over here, I have like this little succulent leaf I've been trying to propagate. It hasn't really grown anything yet, so I don't know, I just have it here. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Over here I have another cutting I've been trying to grow. I don't know if it will work or not, but this was from the plant store. They have like a wall where you can swap cuttings, which is pretty cool. So I swapped my spider plant cuttings for this one, so we'll see if it grows or not, because it's so pretty. I love how the leaves look. It's like very interesting. I think it's a succulent, but we'll see. And then over here I have my cow mug from Peggy, and I have this nursery pot that fits perfectly in it, so how cool is that? And here I have a cutting from my friend Danielle. It's a jade plant, and this one actually started sprouting, so unlike the other one, you can see that the new plant is literally sucking the life and nutrients from the old leaf. So it's like all dried up, and now new life is being born, and I'm so excited for it to grow. And then over here, this is a philodendron hope plant that I got from the plant store. So I got this the same day I got my monstera, and it has grown quite a bit since getting it. As you can see, there's 3 big leaves, 1 new one coming out, and I just repotted this into a bigger version of that Asian planter from my parents' place. It's so pretty. I love this pot, and I love how it looks like in the pot. So I'm excited for this one to grow as well. It's doing really well. And then over here I have, oh my gosh, this one's like doing crazy well. Some pothos cuttings that I just planted all over in one pot, and it's growing like crazy. This one I plan to give back to my mom since I took her withering old pothos, and I'm gonna give her this new beautiful pothos. So I think she'll be excited about that. And then over here I have a little clear mason jar. This is actually from Shanghai, from a dessert place. I love this jar, and I'm so glad like I kept some cool containers to use as planters, because it just reminds me of good times, good memories. So over here I have a cutting of a pothos, but this one's like speckled and more white, so that's gonna be really pretty. I got this cutting from the same plant store on their cutting wall, so that one was free. And then this one I just have a regular pothos cutting. So they're rooting, as you can tell. I think I'm just gonna leave these 2 in this jar just to have as a decoration. And behind there I have a aloe plant. It doesn't really look like it's doing well, like it's browning and stuff, but look, there's a new leaf coming out and it's green. So I don't really know what I'm doing wrong. People say aloe is really hard to take care of. I think I overwatered it when I first got it. I actually got this for free. Someone posted on Facebook in my neighborhood group that they're giving them out, so I biked over there and picked this guy up. But hopefully I can learn how to take care of it, but we'll see. Behind here I have some lavender. I have some herbs planted out in the back. So I cut these and dry them out, and I just put them here because it looks pretty. And this is in my little Hello Kitty jar. So super cute. And then over here is probably my favorite plant. It is an asparagus fern, and it's growing like crazy. As you can see, there's like this one new sprout that's like literally reaching for the sun. It's so big, like I don't even know what to do with it. It's growing like crazy. This was originally in a terrarium my brother's girlfriend gave him, and I just kind of took the terrarium from him and started taking care of it, and it got really big, and eventually I had to move it out, and now it is thriving and it's so beautiful, and I love the leaves and how it looks, and it's my favorite plant. And then it had like a little baby plant attached to it, and I actually removed it and put it here. So this is initially what it looked like. Like it was so freaking small, and then I grew it into that, and then they had this little baby plant, so I removed it. I'm gonna try to grow this one as big as that one, and then probably give it to my mom because she also loves this plant. So yeah, there's that guy. And then over here I have my little hanging like mini terrarium. I actually got this for free on the street when I'm just going around picking up stuff that people throw out. So inside I have some succulents those 3 were free from the plant swap, the big ones. The little ones actually grew from my other succulent, so I just cut them off and replanted them. I just redid this yesterday, so some of them aren't doing so well. Like you can see, kind of like wilting, but hopefully that will change. And then I added some moss, like this mossy stuff. I don't know what this is. And then some stones for some decoration. So I think it looks really cool, just like hanging there. And yeah, it's like a jungle in here, which is the goal. And then I think my last one is this little air plant, this little guy over here. So it's doing, I think it's doing okay. It has kind of like some dead leaves, but see, look, it's kind of falling apart. But I just put it in this little holder right here and mist it every day and soak it in water once a week. So I think I have to water it more because I don't really remember it since it's this little guy out here on the side. But yeah, that is my plant tour. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys feel inspired to buy some plants of your own. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.